Le freak, c'est chic. Freak out. Yeah, I was thinking of that song, and I'm actually going to write about it. So I'm going to write about that song, and I just sang you a little bit of that song. Chic, Le Freak. Were they not the best? I love that group. Well, you know, I love a lot of things. I love a lot of different things, which is awesome. Did you like Le Freak? Did you do the dance? Aw, freak out. And I can't really do it because I will knock my microphone off my stand. But yeah, isn't that weird? Like, we did that in the clubs. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So just crazy. Well, guys, fall is here. Wait a minute. Before I talk about fall, hi, my name is Kiki, in case you don't know. And we just talk about entertainment news, music news. That's what we do here. We hang out, we chit chat. You know, hopefully I'll be going live again in the near future. I will, of course, let you guys know when, because I want you to be here for that. And we just hang out and have fun. And sometimes we simply just talk about Steve Perry. That's what we do here. But a lot of the times, most of the time, we are talking about pretty much a whole bunch of things that are going on in the world around us. So if you like that type of loosey-goosey type of thing, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below, hit the like button, and chat with all of the fun and awesome Kiki Nation members, which hopefully you'll be a part of. And if you are already a part of Kiki Nation, thank you very much. We love having you here.
And to everyone here, gracias para vivir en la casa, en las escuelas, and
we love being around you guys. So yeah, fall is here now officially. And for those of you who don't know, we do live in Rhode Island, the beautiful ocean state of Rhode Island. And normally by this time of the year, the leaves have really gotten vibrant and red and orange and yellow, really, really pretty. However, this year just seems to be so different. I see 2 red leaves, maybe a few orange, no yellow. Is it me? For those of you who live in the Northeast, are you kind of feeling the same way that I do? Do you feel the same way? Isn't that a Journey song? Feeling the same way? Feeling the way I do? It just is a little bit strange. And I'm not sure if it's because we had such a weird butt summer. Come on. August was a total waste of time, in my eyes anyway. Barely went in the pool. Month of August, I don't think I went in my pool one time. It's been closed now for weeks. I'm sad about it. It really hurts my feelings when we have to close the pool. I honestly don't even look when it gets closed because I just don't want to see it because it makes me that sad. But it had to be done, and we're saving on electricity, and we're saving on nothing else but electricity. Oh, and pool chemicals. Well, there's that. So we're saving on that. So I don't know if you guys had a pool. For those of you who have a pool or, you know, go to a local pool or a gym pool or whatever you go to type of pool, did you go in it a lot this summer? I feel like I didn't. I feel like I did not get enough use out of mine. It's just so strange. I think this summer, weather-wise, we had some really good, nice, hot days. But other than that, it was just kind of weird. Looking back on it. Now, I know that it's only going to be a matter of time before I start complaining about how cold it is. Because really now, here in Rhode Island, the mornings are very, very cold. And then it's hot during the day. And then it gets chilly in the nighttime. So we're in that whole phase of fall-ishness here.
happy fall, y'all!
And I don't know, something in my gut's telling me we might have a crummy winter. I hope not. Our winters have been really mild in New England and here in Rhode Island. So I'm hoping we still have more of that because I like the no snow thing. Oh, I love the snow. I think it's so pretty. Like I said to you guys not too long ago, I don't know if I even said it last week. Yes, the first snow, so nice, so pretty. We turn on the wood stove and have a glass of Prosecco by the fire and just enjoy the prettiness of the first snow. Other than that, I'm over it completely. I hate mud. I hate wet, dirty snow. Yellow snow is even worse. But that has nothing to do with winter. Right. Fall festivals, they're going on everywhere. Every single place in the whole country, you got fall festivals going on. For those of you in the know, the Rhode Island know, the big 2 fall festivals we have on Columbus Day weekend are the Federal Hill Fall Festival. So they close down an entire portion of Atwell's Avenue in Providence, Rhode Island, of Federal Hill, and you just walk around and you have as many sausage sandwiches as you can eat. Sausage, peppers, and onion sandwiches. Now, I always get mine without the onions. I know, how dumb, because that defeats the whole purpose of a Providence sausage and pepper sandwich. But you're stinky for days if you eat all those onions. Let's face facts. But the onion juice does give it a really nice flavor. However, no onions. Ixnay the onions, please, and thank you. I would like people to get near me, not stay away. You know what I mean? So that's one that I used to go to as a teenager all the time, trying to find a boyfriend. You know, of course, I don't need to do that anymore, thank goodness, because I have Al.
Hello. So let me just, don't turn it off. I want to leave it on to check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, hang on. Just let it roll.
Which is wonderful.
Okay, play it back. Let me hear it.
And I'm good with that. You know what I mean? So the last time Al and I went to that festival on Atwell's Avenue, oh my gosh, it has to be over 10 years ago. That's how long it's been since I've been to the Federal Hill Festival. Now, I used to have a great time. I just don't know why I don't get there, but I don't. And I won't be going this year. I'm pretty much, yeah, not doing anything right now. But the Scituate Art Festival is another huge one. That is in beautiful Scituate, Rhode Island. And just the drive to the Scituate Art Festival is super pretty. Tree-lined streets. And then when you hit the tremendous amount of traffic that you hit to get to that festival and try to find a parking spot, it's insane. However, it is worth it. They used to have a truck that sold mini apple pies. And of course, you always bought a mini apple pie. I don't know if they're doing that anymore or if there is anyone selling those pies. When we went a few years ago, again, it's been a few years since we've been to that one as well, I didn't see the mini apple pies. And I would go there for the mini apple pies. And of course, the sausage and pepper sandwich thing that I absolutely love without onions. So good. But I love the apple pies, the teeny tiny ones. And the last time we went and I didn't see the person that was selling those little apple pies, I ended up coming home and making my own. And that's another thing. You go to the Scituate Art Festival and you get completely inspired to decorate your home in fall decorations. It's a thing. You know, wherever you go to your local fall festivals, let us know which festival you go to and what town it's in or county in the comments down below, just to see where y'all are from. But it's so funny how you go and you do. It just inspires you to do things. Now, I used to do the corn stalks and hay bales. I did those a few times. I don't do those anymore because it's just Al and myself. However, I do like to decorate the inside of my house very fallish. Now, I got these items at a yard sale a while back and I put them into my little storage container. And I just pulled them out and we put them up. So cute and so glad I got them in the middle of summer, which is so funny. Pumpkins with lights intertwined in them. And they're, I don't know, they look like they're twigs, but they're not. So I got one big one and one smaller one. And they're so cute. And then I don't know what you call it, like a mantle thingy, floral arrangement type of thing with lights in that as well. And a couple of skulls. You have to have skulls, right, for Halloween time. And it just looks so nice decorated in my house. I know it sounds weird. All right, I'll take a picture and I'll try to post it right here.
Nice.
I think it looks cute. And that's, everybody's like, oh my gosh, where'd you get this stuff? I got that stuff at a yard sale because you know why? Because I like to save money. Yeah, there's that whole thing again. Even though if I see something in the summer that makes no sense, like it's for Christmas or fall, I'll buy it because you put it away. We don't buy too much stuff anymore, though. I will be honest with you. There's just a lot of decluttering that has already happened. I've talked to you guys about that. But getting some new decorations and putting them in your home, it just kind of, I don't know, it feels fun. You know what I'm talking about. Even if you don't decorate a lot, just a couple of little things here and there. As my mom got older and she was in her own very much sized down apartment, and she would always put out like a little door hanging thing for Christmas or Easter or whatever, and a couple of little things, cute things in her apartment, and it just made her feel good. She's like, oh look, I got out the Christmas things, or I got out the little Easter bunnies, but that made her feel good. So I just think it's fun to pick a couple of new things out every year, even if you just go to Dollar Tree. I know everything's $1.25 now. It's not $1 plus tax, and it still throws me off. I'm not kidding. I'm like, well, why is it $9.85 and not just $9.20 or 21 cents or something? And she's like, well, because it's $1.25. Oh, yeah. Or it should be $8. I'm telling you, I'm bad at math. I've already told you guys that. So the fall stuff, here we go. Do you do the corn stalks and hay bales? Like I said, I don't. Mums, though, I would like to get some mums. I just get 2. I just put them outside my front door. It doesn't, nobody shows up anyway, so it's just for me. Just like whatever you decorate inside of your house, it's for you. And I'm sure you get visitors. I'm sure you do. So it's just nice. It feels fun. Anywho, Kiki.fm, that is our radio station that Al created all by his lonesome self. And let me tell you, it's so awesome. Again, Kiki.fm. If you have not already downloaded the app, please go ahead and do so. Listen, we are playing all of the best classic hits on the planet. 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, some current stuff mixed in there. It's really, really good. So please go ahead and check us out. Now it's time to get into some entertainment news because that's why we're all here, to see what's going on in the world of entertainment. Yeah. So how many Harry Potter fans are out there? Raise your hand. I mean, I'm semi. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a full-fledged, hardcore Harry Potter fan. I can't lie about it. But I'm okay with Harry. Harry's cool. Now, I will admit that I loved the first movie. I did watch the second, and I did watch the third, but I just didn't get in 4 through 8. I didn't watch any of them. Just being honest. And seriously, I didn't even know there were 8 Harry Potter movies. No clue. Until I wrote this story, I had no idea. But there are only 7 Harry Potter books. Does that make sense? I thought it was like every single book had a movie. Apparently not. Who knew? So for all of you Harry Potter fans out there, you must be familiar with the character of Dumbledore. Professor Albus Dumbledore. That's what his full name is. And he was the headmaster of Hogwarts, and he is in only 6 of the 8 Harry Potter films. Who knew? Didn't know Dumbledore was only in 6 out of the 8 films. The only things you learn. It's just a learning thing. In April of 2022, Dumbledore even had his own film, Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. Now, it did great in terms of box office returns, made lots and lots of money. However, not so great for the franchise in general, but as a spin-off and over 20 years after the original came out, $43 million done during its first weekend. That's pretty good for a premiere. I think so. Not bad. Now, Dumbledore was originally played by actor Richard Harris, who passed away in 2002. Sir Michael John Gambon stepped in to replace Harris in the films that were released between 2004 and 2011. Sir Michael was very fancy, as he started his acting career working with Laurence Olivier and secured many roles in Shakespearean films like Othello and Hamlet. It's fancy. I didn't like Shakespeare. I mean, we had to read these books. It was so over my head. I just didn't get it. Romeo and Juliet, I can figure out the guy and the girl. I love you. Did you drop down over the railing and let me catch you? Or I got that. I got it. But these other ones, I don't like it. It was just too hard for me to understand. So he has won 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards, and besides many other honors, was knighted by Queen Elizabeth in 1998. Sir Michael had many, many amazing roles throughout his career, but Professor Dumbledore is his most recognizable. The first Harry Potter film he appeared in was Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 in 2011 was his last. Sir Michael had a son named Fergus, which he had with his first wife, Anne, and Fergus is a ceramics expert on the Antiques Roadshow. Love that. That show is so good. Do you watch the Antiques Roadshow? I love that show. PBS rocks. Whoever made that show, good job. But sadly, Sir Michael Gambon passed away in Witham, England on September 27th of 2023, and he lived to the ripe old age of 82 years old. So yeah, Harry Potter books, Harry Potter movies. My kids were very, very into Harry Potter, but, I fell out. After third film, I fell off the Harry Potter wagon. Moving on, Bruce Springsteen has not been feeling well. Like, there's a lot of this going on, and it doesn't feel so good. Who am I to talk? Bruce Springsteen doesn't feel good at all. But he's taking the rest of the year off, which is probably a great idea for him at this point. September was a wash for the boss, as he had to cancel all of these shows due to illness, but now the announcement has been made that ticket holders for the rest of this year's shows can either be refunded or replaced with the new dates. Springsteen reps said that the shows have been canceled due to an abundance of caution. So it was released on Bruce's social media that he has been recovering from peptic ulcer disease, which comes from having open sores in the inside lining of your stomach. Ow. I mean, does Prilosec take care of that? It sounds deeper than that. Peptic ulcer disease comes from an infection of the stomach from a bacteria called, in simple form, because I'm not saying the other way, it's just way too long, but in simple form, it's called H. pylori. Did I even say that correctly? We'll find out in just a moment. I'm sure someone will let me know. So a lot of us are probably walking around with this bacteria, as I've read, but most of us won't have any symptoms, thank goodness. I really don't want my lining being eaten away by this thing. That just sounds scary. Now, I bet that this was info that you really didn't want to know, but because I told it to you, now you're going to think about it. Don't think about it. Just let it go, because I'm sure you'll know if you have peptic ulcer problems. Now, this whole turn of health events may have actually started in the middle of August when he had to cancel those 2 Philly shows, and we didn't know why, but he did get back out there a week later with his usual 3-hour set list, so fans were thinking, it was just a setback, which happens to a lot of artists in our realm of music. Bruce recently turned 74 on September 23rd. Happy birthday. Mr. Bruce Springsteen. That's a pretty amazing feat. And can we just say that he is aging very, very well? I think that Bruce looks really good.
You look good too. I don't know if I said that before.
I mean, whatever he's doing, the working out thing, I can't do what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. There is no way I can do a Bruce Springsteen fitness routine. I think he should post that. I think that's a really good idea because I think Mark Wahlberg did that a while ago. What he does from when he gets up at, 5 a.m. until he goes to bed at midnight or something. And he did his whole day. I think Bruce Springsteen should do that. I think people would be interested because look at him. Is he doing pull-ups like on the door of his bedroom? He's doing something every second of the day. Did you see him? He's lean. Not an ounce of body fat. His face looks good too. And he has hair. So, rock on, Bruce. I think it's great. Governor Phil Murphy announced in April that this was going to be a thing. Did you know about Bruce Springsteen Day? September 23rd, his birthday, is officially now Bruce Springsteen Day. So not only does he look really good, has hair, nice face, tone, no body fat, now he's got his own day. Like, it's pretty amazing. And New Jersey just celebrated Bruce Springsteen Day. Now, I have no idea what they did in New Jersey for Bruce Springsteen Day. Did they have a big cake somewhere at someone's bakery? Did they sing a song? Were they piping Bruce Springsteen's songs throughout the streets of the entire state of New Jersey? I doubt it. But they celebrated. I just don't know what they did to celebrate it. Did they just go, oh, it's Bruce Springsteen Day, let's rock on? Woohoo! Did they have a flag? I don't know. I really don't know. It would be nice, though, if they gave out something for Bruce Springsteen Day, like free cake that says Born in the USA with the back of his pants, like his jeans on the album cover. That would be nice. I think that's a nice idea. Cupcakes. The cake would be expensive, maybe. But cupcake, yeah, somebody should do that. You got to do something. If you're going to have a day for somebody, I really think you need to give something. A pen. How about a Bruce Springsteen pen? I love pens. Good, solid pens. They can't be crappy pens now. All right, let's go here for a second before I finish this up. I do buy pens at the Dollar Tree because 10 pens or 12 pens for $1.25 is a good deal. However, it is not a good deal if they're not good pens. Now, I will tell you, and I apologize, but there is one brand. All right, I'm going to say it. It's called Jot. Now, I like the Jot little Post-it notes. Those are great. They have index cards, really good value on a lot of things. The pens, I can't do their pens. I cannot do them. I have to wait until I see the Papermate or the Bic. I think I've gotten Bic there, but Papermate, that's a big one for me. I have to get the Papermate pens. They're just really good. I don't type anything. I write everything out. I know. I don't use AI. That's not happening. Chat GPT is not happening here, everybody. It's from the noggin through the pen onto the paper. I just don't. Listen, I think AI is going to be great, and it is great for a lot of things, a lot of different things. But I think that you need the emotion, and you need the human emotion still to be doing this type of thing. Have you seen those videos where a robot really is speaking the video? I can't listen to them. Now, I'm sure as time goes by, they will craft the human voice so that we probably won't even know it's a robot. I understand. I know what's happening. However, I like watching a person talk or listening to a real person communicate. I'm just not into the... I know they do really well. I'm just not a fan. My own personal opinion. Now, let's just say that the boss is going to be A-okay. I just have a feeling he's going to be just fine. Just take a look at him. Just take a look at Bruce. So we will see him in 2024. happy birthday, happy Bruce Springsteen Day, and hopefully he is feeling better soon. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, does it get any? I don't know. Anyway, the performers for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame have been announced, but it sounds like more performers may be added. Now, some of the inductees will be pouring it out on stage. They're just going to be giving their best. Sheryl Crow, Missy Elliott, Chaka Khan, and Willie Nelson will be tearing it up. Willie. Will he be smoking? Will he be smoking while he's on the stage? I don't know. Smoking and token, Mr. Willie. You go, boy. You go. They're all getting inducted, so it's going to be a fun night for all of them. But on top of that big bill, Brandi Carlile, we're going to talk about her in a second. Dave Matthews and Sir Elton will also be there. I cannot forget to talk about Brandi Carlile. But people are questioning if Kate Bush, who is an inductee, will even show up because her last known public appearance was in 2014. It's a long time ago. So chances are maybe she won't be there. Now, I'm making the performances sound really exciting, but let's just get real for 1 second. There are so many opinions out there about the Rock Hall that isn't even valid anymore due to the choices they have made regarding inductees, because to be real, this is not a rock and roll institution, everyone. It's just not. So this year will also mark the first time that the induction ceremony will stream on Disney Plus and will be broadcast on ABC Live. And I'm really not sure why they never broadcast it live before on broadcast TV, but they are this year, which is very cool. And if you want to watch it, you can see it on Friday night, November 3rd at 8 p.m. Central. Brandi Carlile. So we got to go back to her before I move on to the next story. Al and I watched a documentary on Netflix about Tanya Tucker. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Yes, that Tanya Tucker. I know. Where did she go? Where is she? Oh my gosh. Now, I love watching documentaries about musicians. I think if they're well done, they're well done. The last one I watched was about Wham. Great. Watch that. So good. Very uplifting, positive, It was really, really good. Tanya Tucker is such a raw artist and such a country icon. I forgot about Tanya Tucker, and I'm sorry to say that, but I forgot about her until I watched. I'm like, oh, Tanya Tucker, we got to watch this. I'm like, oh my gosh, I listened to a lot of these songs growing up as a kid. Again, not a country person, but a lot of this stuff was available to us, and that's what we listened to. So yeah, she was a part of what I listened to when I was growing up. Brandi Carlile. For those of you who know her, you know her work. For those of you who don't know her, she was responsible for getting Joni Mitchell to get herself back into the limelight, and she was with Joni when she performed at the Newport Folk Festival just last year. Was it last year? My gosh, it feels like it was a long time ago, but it was pretty recent. And really made Joni explode once again. And she hadn't performed in Newport since she was there, 1969? Hopefully I have the right year. And people went bananas when Joni Mitchell appeared on that stage and started performing, because she's been through a whole slew of health issues. And Brandi was responsible for that. But this documentary about Tanya Tucker, Brandi is responsible for getting Tanya to make a resurgence in music. And I won't blow this whole thing for you. You just got to watch it. I didn't realize what a professional Brandi Carlile is. And I know that sounds, I don't know, like, if it sounds weird, but I just don't know much about her. And you really get to see what she's made of in this documentary about Tanya Tucker. And it's pretty incredible. And how she brought Tanya out again into the public eye is incredible. You have to watch it. You have to watch. And we were just sitting there blown away at the end. And I'm not going to give it away. Oh my gosh, the level she brought her to once again is just incredible. Not to say that Tanya Tucker, she's always been an icon because she's Tanya Tucker. And you don't realize about all the stuff that she's done too. Did I say you have to? Please go and watch it on Netflix. Please, please, please. You will not be sorry you watched it. It is so well done and so interesting. Tanya is now 64 years old. She started off in this business when she was a young girl. And how cool her parents were and how they supported her. Just a really good document. Can I say it again? I won't. But it was really good. It was really, really good. Please, if you watch it, let us know in the comment section what you thought about it. I don't see how anyone can't like it. Even if you're not into country music that much, you're still going to like this documentary. I promise you.
It's very interesting. I like it.
The Rolling Stones are releasing a new album on October 20th called Hackney Diamonds. I didn't know what a hackney was, so I Googled it, of course, because we Google everything nowadays. And the first definition that came up was a trotting horse used chiefly for driving. I didn't get it. I'm like, okay, I still don't understand the title of this album, but maybe they should have called it, I don't know, Horse Diamonds. Why Hackney Diamonds? So, I dug in a little bit further. So this will be their first album with original music in 2 decades. Pretty good. And Lady Gaga does a collab with Mick called Sweet Sounds of Heaven. That is already out. You can check it out on YouTube. Really good. It's very long. What is it, like 7 minutes and 22 seconds? I think they could have, shortened it. And they probably will. If it's going to be played on the radio, they're going to have to shorten it. But everybody, Mick is sounding prime. I know that they can do things with voices. I understand. But Tanya Tucker sounded awesome. And you heard her voice. Mick Jagger, he's got to sound good. Because I know they can probably doctor it up as much as they want to, but I have a feeling he still sounds really good. And you need to check it out. Now, the video is a visualizer, going back to Steve Perry and how he did all those visualizers for his Christmas album. Same thing here. Will they be doing a video? I'm not quite sure about that. Now, for 80 years old, Mick can still really move his vocal cords like we heard way back when, and the jazziness of the single is simply nice. I like it. Am I totally in love with it? I think it's a nice song, and I think you'd enjoy it. Now, when Lady Gaga starts flowing into the course of the single, she adds a ton of greatness to Mick, because Lady Gaga just adds a ton of greatness to whatever she does. She's just amazing. And I love her. I love Lady Gaga. So she is just perfection no matter what. And take a listen. It's pretty awesome. Has a great climb up the register to make you feel like you're in a magnificent church. That's what I felt like, on a Sunday morning. And it just happens to be that you have 2 musical icons singing to you in that church. I don't know. It's what I felt. That's exactly what I felt like. So back to the definition of hackney. I think instead of referring to a horse, they're referring to a place that they performed at and recorded this album at. Hackney Empire is a theater in London, so forget the horse theory. They're talking about the Hackney Theater here. Now, because of the new album release, Mick was recently interviewed by WSJ Magazine, and when he was asked about possibly selling the Stones' extensive catalog, because That's probably going to be something in the future. I don't know how much more in the future they would extend it to because they can make a lot of money. He said, well, we would probably get $500 million if we did sell, but we would probably give it away, referring to all the money, because the children don't need $500 million to live on. Come on, end quote, per Mick Jagger. Now, I read that and I'm going, hold on a second. Hold the phone. Let's talk about all of the kids that are involved when you piece off each Stone member, right? The late Charlie Watts, he has one daughter. That's not too bad, but she's got to get something. Keith Richards, he has 4 kids. Ronnie Wood has 6. He's a big contender here. So they're going to take up a lot. And Mick has 7. So altogether, that's 18 kids. And if you divide $500 million into that, of course, I have to turn my page and look at the number because I don't know it off the top of my head. That's about just under $28 million per kid. And in today's economy, that's not much. When you're talking about your dad is a Rolling Stone. Papa was a Rolling Stone, $28 million per kid, but will that even be divided equally? See, maybe that's what he was referring to. Maybe each kid gets only a certain percentage and other kids get more and other kids get less. I don't know. That would cause a stir, though. That would be a big hullabaloo. And I wouldn't want to be part of that family. Let me tell you that. Well, I would, because I wouldn't mind $28 million. Who's going to say no to that? Not me. But going back to the album, just think about that though. $28 million when you divide up $500 million. It's not a lot of money when you think about all the kids. So maybe he wasn't just thinking about, maybe he forgot about all the kids that there are. He is 80. He's going to forget things. I forget things now at my age. I'm in my 50s. Hello. So back to the new album. Many other artists besides Lady Gaga are on the album. You'll also hear, which is amazing, Paul McCartney, Elton John, who does everything. Is Elton John not everywhere? I think he's everywhere. And Stevie Wonder. I love Stevie Wonder. I do. Where is Stevie? Like, he's got to be okay. But you don't hear much from him. You just don't. And I have to say that Stevie Wonder song, Higher Ground, what was that, from 1973? One of my favorites from Stevie Wonder. Go listen to that song. I'm telling you to listen to a lot of songs today, and I apologize for being pushy, but that is a great song. If you haven't listened to that one in a while, oh my gosh, great one.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, it's killer.
Cher. We all know how I love me some Cher. I love her. I just do. I adore Cher. But I got a crazy Cher story for you. Now, last year in 2022, it was just revealed that Cher allegedly hired 4 men to kidnap her son, Elijah Blue Allman, Cher's second son from her ex-late husband, Greg Allman. Allegedly. This is just hearsay. Chaz Bono is first in line from Cher's marriage to the late Sonny Bono. So she had 2 children. Now, Elijah's estranged wife, Marie King, also known in the entertainment industry as Queenie, Marie said this, not me. Cher hired 4 men to take out her son on November 30th of 2022, which was the couple's wedding anniversary, not Cher's. Marie and Elijah, Queenie and Elijah's wedding anniversary. Queenie said that her and her soon-to-be ex spent, quote, 12 days alone together in a New York hotel to try to reconcile their marriage, unquote. But allegedly, Cher was concerned for her son's well-being, so she hired hitmen? Just pointing out the fact that if you're concerned about somebody, you don't take them out. And this is all alleged. Now, in the court papers, Queenie said that one of the 4 men told Elijah that his mom had hired them. Imagine hearing that about your mom, if that's true. That's crazy. Queenie at that time was also unaware of where Elijah was. So did Cher hire the hitmen to find her son? But to my understanding, that would be the job of a private investigator, not a hitman. This whole thing is so crazy. And I'm like, really, Cher? No, this cannot be true. But this is all over the place. This isn't in People magazine. So, you know. In August of 2022, King was not allowed to have any contact with her husband as he was at an undisclosed treatment facility. And as far as current Cher is concerned, she is still seen here and there with ex-boyfriend A.E. Edwards. But if you're broken up, why would you go to a fashion show together? I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I'm broken up with my boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend. I have a husband. His name is Al. You all know him.
I think that's good.
Yeah, how do I look?
Amazing.
Okay, great.
I don't want to be friends. Lady Gaga, Bad Romance. It is. It's clearly, if you broke up, it's a bad romance. I don't know. These celebrity relationships sometimes, they're just craziness. Now, Cher is releasing her first Christmas album, right? And her first Christmas single from her first Christmas album will be out on October 6th. DJ Play a Christmas Song, and the name of her upcoming album is simply called Christmas. Cher's peeps have not commented on any of these hitmen accusations, so it will be interesting to hear what she eventually says, if she says anything, or her people say something. But I kind of think Cher will say something, because Cher is not the type of person to not say anything. We're talking about Cher here. Cher here. Cher here? Rhode Island. Talk about Cher here. That's how you say it, Rhode Island. Steven Tyler, my goodness. Wow. I feel so bad. The Aerosmith tour has now been canceled indefinitely. Is it a surprise? Not really. Not really. I mean, a lot of things have come up over the past few years with Aerosmith and their shows, and Steven falling down and him having to take a break. So this, though, is really crazy. Now, his mangled vocal cord injury has become more serious than previously anticipated, which is terrible for a singer. Absolutely horrible. This is your career. This is your profession. You do not want to go out this way. You don't want to go out not being able to ever sing again. Who knows? I'm not saying he can't, but who knows? This is very serious. Now, at first, only a handful of Aerosmith dates were postponed recently, but now it has spread to all of their future dates being postponed indefinitely. The post that was released on social media read as follows. This is from Aerosmith. To our fans, unfortunately, Steven's vocal injury is more serious than initially thought. His doctor has confirmed that in addition to the damage to his vocal cords, he fractured his larynx, which requires ongoing care. He is receiving the best medical treatment available to ensure his recovery is swift, but given the nature of the fracture, he is being told patience is essential. Wow. As a result, all the currently scheduled Peace Out shows must be postponed to sometime in 2024, with new dates to be announced as soon as we know more, end quote. Steven said in the same post that he is heartbroken to not be with his fans. I truly believe that. He loves doing these shows. I said in my video last week that if you watch some of the shows that have been posted as recently as September 9th of 2023, Steven sounded great, and his throat was bleeding. And he still sounded amazing, and he's still running around the stage, and he looked great, he acted great, he sounded great. This has got to be really, really hard for him and to the rest of the band, because they can't play either. Now, sending tremendous hugs and love to him and his friends and family as he recovers. Hopefully he gets back to, getting on the stage, but we just don't know. Now, in order to fracture your larynx, it is not easy to do. And the impact to fracture your larynx has to be quite severe. Now, when your larynx is fractured, it's hard to speak, swallow, or breathe. This is not a comfortable injury to have. So even though he's recovering, he is not being his best self right now. A fractured larynx is also really, really rare. And it is said that 33 pounds of pressure is needed to completely close off your larynx. And if not treated quickly, it can be life-threatening. You can't breathe. Stephen is really, really lucky, but hopes that he can completely recover. We hope so too. And again, you know, I've read many different things about this type of injury, and it could be ending in a really positive way, or, you know, he may not be able to sing for a really long time. All hopes that he can get back out there, finish the Peace Out tour at least, and, you know, just get well. So sending love and hugs to him, his family, and his friends. Journey, journey, journey.
Oh my God, I want them all.
Right? Oh my gosh. You know, it's so funny. I got so many texts. I got so many emails. Did you see? Did you hear? Oh my gosh. Yes, I saw. Yes, I heard. Yes, I am going. Al and I are going. Now, many people are wicked excited about the continuation of the band's 50th anniversary tour. Some are not. You're going to have the naysayers. It's always, you know, not that you want to read the negative comments, but they're there. You know, you always read the comments from fans. But the negative ones, like, really, I just can't. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Why do you have to say anything? Like, here's the thing. If you don't like something, just go away. Like, just, why are you commenting? And it's so funny. It really is. I don't know. I just find it funny that a lot of people still consider Arnell to be the new guy. He's been there 15 years. Steve Perry sang with Journey for 13 years. So Arnell has actually now been there 2 more years than Steve has been in Journey. Or, sang for Journey. Because let's face it, technically, Steve is still a part of Journey because he owns some of it. So he really still is in Journey. He just doesn't sing for Journey. But Arnell is not the new guy. It's just, I don't know. He's not. He's been there a really long time. And I highly suggest that, you know, the negative comments that I see posted all over the place, like, why don't you take that negative energy and put it in a positive way to someone you like to hear sing or to go see in concert? And just say really good things on their pages instead of posting like stupid stuff. Really, I just don't get it. But anyway, I just had to say it. And I normally don't talk about that stuff, but it's just kind of crazy to me because, of course, now Journey's out every single place. And my gosh, the amount of ads I am seeing about the upcoming Journey show, really, it's basically every other ad I'm seeing on YouTube.
It's a lot. It's kind of stressful, but I love it.
Is Journey. So they are pushing this show big, big time. And where are you going? What town are you seeing them in? Let us know in the comments down below. Now, as far as Steve Perry making an appearance for, you know, the 50th anniversary tour go around, I'm over it. It's not going to happen. You know, I have said that for a little bit now. It's just not. I mean, I think it was great that Greg Raleigh showed up in Texas and performed. People were going nuts. I watched every bit of it I could online, and it was great. And he sounds amazing, and he looks great. So that was an awesome surprise. I just still think that there could have been a lot more that they could have done with this 50th anniversary tour and really blown it up to a point that, you know, if you didn't know what was happening in the next city and who was going to show up, that really would have made it more flavorful, I think. Right? I'm just saying. And Toto is opening for Journey again. Okay, I love Toto. I'm not saying anything against Toto. I just don't know why they're continuing to do this part of the tour again with Toto. I don't know. It just seems like a really lengthy tour with the same band to open for you.
I was wondering the same thing.
So I went back to an article that I remember reading in Ultimate Classic Rock. I think it was in 2022. And Neil had said that Journey would be going out with Def Leppard in 2024. Now, will that still happen this year? It can. It definitely can happen because this tour, I think, is going through the end of April in the United States. So can they start up a next leg of the tour in the summer? Absolutely, they can. Absolutely. Will they be going out with Def Leppard? They could be, and I will go to that show. I will definitely go see Def Leppard with Journey because I adore Def Leppard. I think they're amazing. They put on such a great show.
How great is this?
And I saw them. Now, I saw them at Fenway Park in Boston. Oh my gosh. It was a few years ago. It was a great show. And you can't go wrong with Def Leppard. You cannot. You know that it's going to be a great show. So what do you guys think? In the comments, were you kind of surprised that Journey is still continuing their 50th anniversary tour, A? And are you surprised that Toto is still going on tour with them? I was kind of surprised. I really thought it might have been something a little bit different. But, people love Toto. People love Journey. I bought a ticket. I bought 2 tickets, as a matter of fact. So, of course, Journey is Journey. We love them. All of us who adore Journey music and the Journey catalog, we're going to go to the show. So it doesn't matter. And Toto, come on, they put on a fantastic show. Do I mind seeing them again? Absolutely not. But we'll see what happens the second part of the year. Something different has to come out. I'm convinced of it. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen because they're ending it really soon into 2024. And we know that these guys like to work. They're always out there. They're always on the road. There's going to be something else around the corner. Just you wait and see. I have no inside information. I know nothing, but I just have a hunch. It's just from my woman thing. It's my intuition, my gut feeling.
Please hold. Andy, phone call.
Nope, stay there. Kev, I thought we nailed the whole transfer thing earlier.
Yeah, I wrote it on my hand, but then I washed it.
So guys, what were we listening to this week of October 1st of 1985? Oh my gosh. We were listening to a lot. There was a lot going on. At number 10, we just talked about this amazing artist, Stevie Wonder was on the chart with Part-Time Lover. Remember that song? Stevie Wonder, man, why does his name keep popping up? I think I talked about him last week too. So he is resurfacing a little bit right now. At number 9 was Dancing in the Street by 80-year-old Rolling Stoner, Mr. Mick Jagger, and the late and great David Bowie. At number 8, this is when John dropped the cougar and just kept the Mellencamp. And it was a lonely old night. I'm sorry. He was fine. John Mellencamp was just fine. And I don't think he was lonely at that point in time. At number 7, one of my favorite bands, Wham! They had the song Freedom on the chart. And then remember, George Michael did his own version of the song Freedom in 1990. And that is a great one. Dude, like George Michael singing Freedom as a solo artist. Great. At number 6, the late, great Whitney Houston, Saving All My Love for You. What a tremendous loss to music, really. And I still think about Whitney all the time, and I'm like, geez, if her life had only maybe taken a slight turn in another direction at one point in time. Very, very sad. Number 5, Madonna, Dress You Up. Gonna dress you up in my love. Gosh, this is when she had the lace gloves on. Madonna was everywhere in 1985. At number 4 was Take On Me by They released their original version in 1984, right? A year prior. Then the international one got released in 85, and that was good because the second release got them to number one in many, many places around the globe, and the original released version did barely anything. So good thing Aha said, let's do it again. And it got them to a real, real good place in music history. At number 3, we were ready for Oh Sheila from Ready for the World. And at number 2 was a true wedding must-have, Cherish by Kool and the Gang. Kool and the Gang, oh my gosh. And at number 1, this song still gets referenced so much to this day, Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. This is from their 5th album, Brothers in Arms. Mark Knopfler and Sting wrote it. And in 1986, they received 11 Grammy nominations. They did win 2, and they won Video of the Year and Best Group Video. Oh my gosh, I can't. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Well, I don't need any chicks, but free's for me. You guys know that. So guys, thank you so much for being here. And remember to download the free app, we like free, of Kiki.fm, the greatest classic hits we play anywhere. I'm telling you, you're going to hear the songs that you grew up with, the songs that you love with some new ones mixed in, and it's all right here on Kiki.fm. And if you'd like to be a sponsor of our station and this channel, like our favorite only realtor in the state of Texas, Kathy Bailey is, come on. 832-998-2020, 832-998-2020. Yeah. Kathy Bailey. She has been a great sponsor of this channel and this station. Give her a call if you are thinking of relocating to Texas or getting out of there. Call Kathy Bailey. And for those of you who continue to buy merch and use our Amazon link, I'll put a link to the Amazon store down below. If you use that link, literally we get pennies from whatever you buy. You don't get charged anything extra, but it really helps to keep us here. And it also helps to keep us on the air. No matter what you guys do for us, every little bit helps. So again, we thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, have a great day, a great night, a great week, a great weekend. Anything, we just hope it's all great for you because we love you guys. We appreciate each and every one of you. We thank you so much for coming back and being a part of the amazing Kiki Nation community. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. And we will see you very, very soon.
Because that's what I like to do. I just like to test things out, and then I like to go to sleep at night. Do you like to go to sleep at night? Yes. What do you like to do? I like to go to sleep. Do you like to dream? I don't remember any of my dreams. Now play it back.